Assalamu alaikum. The date is 11th July 2025. Time is 16:07, and we will be trading Tesla today again, mainly because of lack of any important pre-market movers. Levi has an ATR of 0.52. PFGC has an ATR of 1.52. Both of them are absolutely useless. The two that have any move are useless and they are non-Sharia compliant, so we cannot trade them anyway. And the rest are way too insignificant. The gap up or gap down is too insignificant for us to care. Same goes for FCX. FCX is halal, but it's not allowed to trade. TXN, TXN is ATR is okay, 4.29. Interesting, but it's plus 0.3, which is basically useless, and I think it's not halal as well. I'm not sure though, but I think it's not halal. So and we might get some clean moves off of Tesla. That's why I went with Tesla today. Daily US opening news. The only important news is actually, there are a bunch of important news. US just sparked a little bit of trade war. Market everywhere is weak. India performed really bad today. So I mean, the Indian stock market performed very bad. Apart from that, let's just quickly go through everything else. The Treasury's dealer meeting agenda will be out today with buybacks, maybe a discussion topic this quarter. Rightson's analysts suggest towards the US close, federal budget data for June is expected to see the deficit narrow to USD 11 billion from 316 billion in May. That is nice. Though the range of forecasts remain wide in energy, Baker Hughes will release its weekly rig count stats in the afternoon. On today's CRA slate, potential reviews are due from Fitch on Germany, currently AAA, and DBRS on Sweden, AAA. Broker moves, TXN upgraded TD Cow and trade. Corporate tariffs, yes, this is interesting. Not necessarily interesting, but important. US President Trump's planned 50% import tariffs on copper are expected to cover materials used in power grids, the military, and data centers, including semi-finished products, Bloomberg reports. Details remain private and the measures have not been formalized, but potential changes still possible, it adds. US-Canada is important, and this is a new development today. Copper tariffs happened yesterday. US President Trump will impose a 35% tariff on Canadian goods from August 1st, citing Canada's fentanyl flow and dairy levies. I understand. Canadian PM Mark Carney pledged to protect workers and continue in negotiations ahead of the July 21st deadline, while Canada maintains counter tariffs on the US. US-EU. US President Trump said EU will receive a letter notifying them of new tariff rates on Friday, which is today. So, and this can really impact the market today, so we need to keep an eye out on this. US-Brazil news is also important. Brazil's President Lula said Brazil can survive without US trade and will seek other partners, responding to Trump's threat of 50% tariffs. He noted US trade is just 1.7% of Brazil's GDP and stressed reciprocity. If the US imposes 50% tariffs, Brazil will match them. The proposed US tariff could stop Brazilian coffee exports to the US. Geopolitics, US-Russia. US President Trump said he plans a major statement on Russia on Monday as US prepares to send more weapons to Ukraine through purchases from NATO allies, according to an interview with NBC News. The rest is actually, let's go through Nvidia because I was planning on trading Nvidia today. I dropped that idea. Nvidia is trading 164, 163 record highs. That is really nice. Nvidia CEO Jen Huang met US President Trump at the White House ahead of planned China visit. And as Nvidia closed above a US 4 trillion valuation, Reuters reports, Huang has criticized US export curbs on AI chips, which led to USD 2.5 billion lost sales in quarter one and an expected 8 billion hit in quarter two. Wow. Apple plans to launch new iPads, MacBooks, and an external Mac monitor and a low-end iPhone 17e by early 2026, aiming to revive consistent revenue growth after this autumn's iPhone cycle. Bloomberg reports the iPhone 17e will follow the USD 599 model released earlier in 2025, targeting the budget smartphone segment. It's interesting. Apple is shifting towards budget smartphones. That is very, very interesting. And I will just quickly scroll through the rest. Tesla is important. We have to go through Tesla. Has not applied for driverless testing or deployment permits in California despite Elon Musk's plan to expand robotaxis to the Bay Area within 2 months, Reuters reports. Tesla is, however, seeking approvals in Arizona and has begun limited testing in Austin. Separately, CNBC TV 18 reports that Tesla will open its first experience center in India on July 15th in Mumbai's Bandra Kurla complex, marking its official market entry. Initial retail will be via imports, with 5 Model Y units already landed. Amazon, Nike, we don't care. Boyd Gaming, we don't care. Mm, Performance foods, haram, apparently. Useless as well. Apparently, Tata Birla had some struggles. Actually, it's important to go through all of this. I was organizing all of my previous trades, to get more value out of them. Other trade, US China. Actually, let's quickly go through US China. PBOC advisor Huang Yiping, as well as other experts, said China should introduce up to CNY 1.5 trillion in stimulus to boost consumer spending and maintain currency flexibility amid US tariffs. House Republicans urged Trump administration to fast-track a mandated review of Chinese-made drones, asking intelligence chief Gabar to complete it within 30 days. The review targets potential security risks from DJI, Autel Robotics, and others ahead of possible US ban later this year. Japan's tariff negotiator Akazawa risks missing talks with Treasury Secretary Bessent and Commerce Secretary Lutnick during the visit to Osaka on July 19th. Bloomberg reports. The US officials will attend the World Expo but not have confirmed meetings with Akazawa for trade discussions. Interesting. That should wrap everything up. The important thing that I read was, rolling analysis, US tariff update, Trump's EU letter. Said we are just going to say all the remaining countries are going to pay, whether it's 20% or 15%. White House trade advisor Navarro said US will raise trillions from tariff revenue. So I'll quickly scroll through all of this. US seems like it has no plans on backing off of tariffs. And I think tariffs are going to be the decision maker of today's session and all the following sessions this year, I think, with the way this is going. So let me quickly scroll through everything. I think US is trying to pressure South Korea into curbing China's movements. And it even tariffed Vietnam, which really surprised Vietnam. I think, again, to pressure China. Oh, this is not visible at all. I'm sorry for the very quick glance. Well, I hope this is visible someday. I think this is clear. Updated. Okay. With all of that done, let's quit this and focus on making the plan for Tesla. We have successfully finished that task. See, the most important area that we expect Tesla to break is 309 to 310 area. This area, Tesla needs to break this area for us to go long on Tesla. You know what? I would like to make this gray because this is a gray area for me. This is a gray area for me, and I want Tesla to break this area today if I want to go long on it. If Tesla breaks, since 310 is not a very important level, for example, if we look at Tesla on 1 day, or let's switch to 30. If we look at, 310 is not a big decision maker. Although yesterday it showed some resistance there, 310 is not. 313 to 314 is, this area is. So I don't expect 310 to be that important support wise. So my plan is that I expect Tesla to at least bounce a minimum of 2 times if it wants to go up. If Tesla decides to go up, I want it to bounce at least 2 times in this area. And then I'll go long till maybe 314. If it's possible, the stock comes down, recovers, and then goes up. Or it's also possible that the stock does not go up from 314. Possible that the stock ends up coming down, either like this or after a reflection, or after a bounce from 314 again. So even this is actually possible. How do I draw that? Let's make like this, or it either breaks above or it just goes down. Okay. And what other case studies do we have? The most likely one, the one that is really likely, is Tesla showing very nice weakness, I would say. 309.5 is where it's showing its weakness. Time is 16:19. So I think we can go short on Tesla right at the open. But if Tesla fails 309, we go short like directly till 306 area, till this area. Alt J, sorry. Alt J. Till this area. We go short till here. And then either it breaks down below this level, so or it tries to recover and then consolidates in this area, or it breaks this level and goes further below. If this happens, that would be the worst case scenario for Tesla today. We don't want to see this happen actually. Or scenario number 5, although not less likely, but it's very much possible that Tesla consolidates in this area a bit and then drops very choppy, very choppy. Well, it is possible because Tesla is not a stock in play today. Although it is important to note that Tesla has not released its permit, so it decides to somehow bounce off of 306, which again will be very choppy, very weird looking bounce, and then Tesla trades something like this. Even this is very much possible. So since this is more likely, we will not jump into the trade using market orders. We will not be desperate today. We will try to get the best entry possible today. It's precision over force. I don't know how to say it better, but we will avoid using market. We try to use market orders when there is good momentum. In momentum trades, you want to use market orders because you want to be quick. On a slower trade, you want to try and use limit orders because you want the best entry possible, especially because the market is so choppy and it might stop you out. So today I'm expecting a slightly choppier market. The market will try to decide a bit where it has to go. It won't be a very clean movement today. That is the plan. The time is 16:22. 5 seconds left for 22. Let's wait for it to become 22. And then we can start trading Tesla. Inshallah, see you then. Take care. Okay, the market has opened. $200,000 sold, but nothing groundbreaking. Opens to 300. Tried going till 309. We got very clear confirmation. That is nice. Went till 309 and then failed. If we look at the DOM, I'm not seeing any big sell orders or buy orders at 309. 6,000 is not big for Tesla. I am seeing big buy orders get destroyed though. Should I have tried to enter? I'm looking for that confirmed limit order entry. Okay, since now I know that this is the price where I should enter, I need to. Logging in will take me another year. Yeah, and we see quick recovery. We expect today's movement to be choppy. Oh my god, be done, man. Yes, we see recovery. We want to enter. Good. Sell order. I already connected. These are yesterday's positions. Let's close it. Before I could say let's enter here, Tesla moved. 308.14. Market opened below 309. So I expect at least one push to 309. I'm trying to get the best value possible in a choppy market like this. Where can that best value be? That is the most Important factor that we need to determine. 11,000 sell orders. Wow. People really trying to push with the, let's go higher. The stock is showing resilience. It's determined not to fall yet. Interesting behavior. It's really trying to stay above 306. Actually, wait, I might try to go long at 306. And very tight stop loss. $21. Let me quickly inform my brother. Yeah, bro, Hamza. Yeah, bro. Keep your eyes peeled because right now it's trading 306. Like it's trying to push into 306, which is buyer zone. So it's possible that the price reverses off of there. Put a tight limit buy order on 306 and put a buy limit order at 306 above 306 and put tight stop loss below 306.
Buy order, yeah.
Yeah. Because 306 is the area where we were supposed to exit. Now it has already gone to that area. So I think it might try to bounce off of 306 and then maybe go down, or it might like bounce off 306 and continue to go up the entire day, or maybe consolidate between 309 and 306. So, but 306 is good entry if you can get. You can make some quick money there. Mine it touched my entry and went up. It's okay. Chalo, okay, bro. This is all I had to say.
Bro,
Yeah, bro.
I made so much of scalping. I made good 100 on scalping.
How? You shorted below this thing?
No, I just kept buying at 308, selling at 308. They're putting my stop loss at $33 profit twice. Yeah, मैं दो तीन बार ऐसे ही किया.
No, you were buying at 308 or selling at 308?
Selling.
Yeah, you can. I couldn't do because I was not logged into Capital. Otherwise, maybe I would have done the same. Actually, that was the trade, you know. That was the trade.
मैं रिकॉर्ड करने के चक्कर में लॉस money. I'm doing window shift as window shift में रिकॉर्ड हो क्यों नहीं रहा?
Windows shifters is for Hamza screenshotting, not for recording. Really? तो हो क्यों नहीं रहा था फिर?
तो मैं स्क्रीनशॉट मोड करता हूँ, रिकॉर्ड मोड नहीं.
अच्छा, I did not know that you can record with screen window shifters. Anyway,
you can record shit and stuff. You can mute system audio as well. Yeah, and you can like mute and unmute your microphone as well. It's super sick.
Really?
Yeah. It'll record your entire screen.
Okay. It was shot down tightly and it came down again. I'm pulling my buy limit lower. Buyers didn't even try to push it higher, man.
मैंने वहीं तक लगाया जहाँ तक गिरा था 306.3.
नहीं, मैंने थोड़ा नीचे कर दिया, उसके थोड़ा नीचे कर दिया. I'm trying to learn the art of best entry possible, bro. देखते हैं. Either I miss or I get best entry possible. Let's see. Because like now that sellers have pushed the price, are showing even more desperation. I expect the Tesla to go even lower now. The old support will not hold anymore.
Check the volume on it.
I don't see any. I don't see. There was high volume at that price, but okay, my order is gonna get triggered.
Oh my god, it felt like bitch, bro. All of a sudden.
मैं फारसी में बोल रहा हूँ, bro. Okay, my order.
Oh yeah, it fell. Triggered stop loss also.
Now my order is. I was making good 60 cents. I wanted to drop out at 60 cent. Okay. I'll drop out at plus $4. I don't expect the stock to hold anything.
Yeah. But since that's the lower limit, it should go higher now, according to the plan.
No, I did not have any plan of buying at 306, bro. I only had 4 scenarios, and all of them were based off of 309. You made money shorting below 309, that was good. I couldn't because I was trying to log into capital.com. That is the trade that we are aiming for.
Hey, I got scammed, bro. Bro, I was making good $30, $30.
Huh?
इसमें मुझे जैसे profit दिखा रहा है $1.80, $4, $2, $2.7. देखा, I made good 30, man. What the fuck?
No, it like takes time to update on capital on TradingView because we don't have paid version. No,
Oh my
so it shows something else, but it takes 5 minutes to update on that.
5 seconds.
Sorry, yeah, 5 seconds to update. So yeah,
I'm making good 15.
yeah, fair enough, man. You're making.
Should I drop out or what?
I have no idea, bro. It can go up because 306 is a good level, but I wanted to see a bit more push from the buyers, which they did not show.
They might show in some time.
They might show in some time. Maybe I'm looking for another bounce in this area, in the 305.5 area. If I see another bounce, then I might go long. No, but one interesting thing is the previous green candle, no? The 1640 green candle. That actually had more seller dominance. It had minus 3000 delta, minus 3083. That means it had 3000 extra sellers and the price still went up. That shows that there is a crazy buy limit order
This
in.
candle is full. This candle has crazy indecision. So
Yeah.
next it can rise like a patch.
Yeah. Yeah, very much possible.
Never mind. It's number 6. Go beautiful candle. Oh, yeah.
Called it, huh? Really? True. 307 पे 11,000 sell orders there. It needs to, and they keep like replenishing. It needs to break the 307 sell order limit. जाता है, टच करता है, गिर जाता है. 11,000 से 9,000 होता है.
मैंने प्लस 90 सेंट पे अपना वो लगाया हुआ स्टॉप लॉस.
हाँ, fair enough.
It was hectic day, bro. You should see us proactive doing some random shit, bro. Just mind selling, because look at my recording. What the fuck is this sounds?
Really?
I thought really good off.
I entered 305.8 and then I got scared.
No, even I made stop loss trigger again. I bought another again.
You bought another. Yeah, no, mine is I want to see one like rebound off of this level, which I might not get to see at all. I think. But if I see a rebound, I'll try to go long then. Because this level showed some confidence and that is all I wanted to see. I was too scared to enter there.
Again, some indecision candle came, bro. It can fall now.
Yeah, now it'll fall. It's okay. We no, Hamza, that rebound will happen. We are looking for that rebound. It'll rise after the rebound.
Then I should take my profit and dip. No.
Or you can add more size when it comes down.
Why should they?
They say noob traders exit when the price comes down, and pro traders add more size. So you're a pro trader, add more size.
No.
Okay, no, bro. Tesla showing strength, man. Tesla made new high also. It ate all the orders at 307, bro. The next 11,000 order block is at 308.
Oh, that's good money for me.
Yeah.
We're still trading on 307.
Yeah, might be iceberg orders.
Stuck. What?
Might be icebergs. But like on the DOM, the big orders have been eaten. So, and I think
They'll wait. After that, I'll dip. Then 2 candle change should happen. No, it should not happen. 2 more minutes. Basically.
no, I suspect it might fall a bit and then rise because there are 15,000 buy orders on 306. So we want to try and enter somewhere above 306 if it is going to happen. And I don't want to see the price fall below 306. I'll put my SL below 306 and I'll try to enter above 306.
My SL is 305.8.
305.8? Your SL, oh my god, bro. Fair enough, man.
No, but I'll be losing $2.40.
$2.40. I'll be losing my bro. SL is the same. I'll be losing $28. So you have sexy entry,
Oh no.
and you're still in the trade. You're like making money, bro. Hamza, I broke it, bro.
Yeah, I saw.
Uh,
No, because I got good entry at 305.96. I saw it break this thing. I was like, fine.
you must be making how much? You making? You must be making good money, man.
Only $40. Not much.
On how many stocks? Now I must. My bro, TP was there. You can take your partial out, bro. I think मेरा buy limit trigger नहीं होगा. I shouldn't have proceed out, man. I proceed out hard. चलो ओके कोई बात नहीं. जी जी.
कैसे लूं bro? ये तो capital.com है. Capital.com.
हमजा यार तुम चूतिया आदमी हो ब्रो. तुम ना एक तुम क्या बोलूं.
वो bro trading में काम करते हैं. Capital.com में से sell 25 नो ऊपर से sell करते हैं. Capital.com में काम करते हैं.
नहीं, then you need to go to your account and change. तुम्हारा hedging mode on होगा. It does not treat this thing as one order. It treats as separate order. I do it like this, no.
चलिए तो फिर मैं अपना टेक प्रॉफिट लगा दे रहा हूँ 38 पे and I'll let it rally up.
Wait, no. It broke 308 as well. Next big order is at 309. 12,000 orders at 309.
I'm making good $70 on 30 stocks by the way. So yeah.
It might, bro, continue if it goes above 309 and holds that level, no, bro. GG, bro. It might continue to stay, bro. I swear, you're making bank, bro. Buyers are straight up destroying everything inside, bro. They're not stopping for nothing, bro.
I'm making good.
90 now. Mashallah. Start using trailing stop loss, bro. Start using trailing stop loss. उसे गांड घुसा दो. 309 के नीचे लगा दो. We don't want to see it go below 309. Where is the next big? Okay, 310 is like boss order, bro. 30,000. It needs to be 30,000 to cross 310.
Stop loss.
Wait. It might eat 310, bro. Wait. It's climbing. Nah, it failed 310. It failed 310.
It's about to be. No, it's failed.
अब उसमें लेट
8.9 पे लगाना stop loss.
कितने पे? Yeah, you made good money, man. Inshallah. I couldn't get any trades and I'll still call it a day. I have no plan of bounces off of 310. I was expecting either a fall from there. It's very important resistance. Yes. Should I short 310? Why am I being so indecisive today? I see big sell order. Best to... I took short, bro, at 308.96. SL above 309. हवा में it was being triggered. वो होता है. My SL got triggered. No, fuck this, bro. I'm not. This was not in the plan that it'll go draw down all the way to 306 and then recover, and then because it might just keep going now. तुमको वैसे थोड़ा सा तुमको थोड़ा सा breathing room वैसे देना चाहिए था, bro. You put too tight for 308.9 was too tight.
आपने क्या बोला ना 309 के नीचे लगाओ.
नहीं मैं बोले 310 के नीचे लगाओ, bro.
So that's even worse, no?
नहीं, for like if you want to exit at that price itself, if you are, because it needs to consolidate, no. If then you leave it open for the entire day, because if it's holding above 309, give it some breathing room. put your
गिरता भी तो है. Watch it fall also today. It rose this much up, no? Watch it fall till 307 and all today.
वो नहीं, वो अलग मैटर है ब्रो, बट इट कैन, इफ इट होल्ड्स अबव 309 then it's going to 314 bro, you understand?
Is it?
Yeah.
तो फिर खरीदे. तो छोड़ेगा अब 309, you're getting good price, right? Then buy.
Actually you are correct. Maybe some desperate people sold. Yeah, the entry is the hard part, man. I cannot for the life of my actually, entry is not that hard. When I got good entry, I quit early. When I get shit entry, I hold. I guess that's the issue. First Tesla fell and then it recovered. What does that mean, bro? I think again it was juicing out some desperate sellers. Once those desperate and dumb sellers were done, Tesla is now beginning to rally. Again, it'll try to come back down to 309, test 309. I think it'll rally the entire day. Tesla is really climaxing here. I guess aiming to go lower. डिप्रेशन में नहीं बैठा हूँ, देख रहा हूँ. No big sell orders at 310. 311 पे नेक्स्ट है, 311.4 पे नेक्स्ट है. ओके, टेस्ला ऊपर चला गया. ओ भाग गया वो. या 313 क्या होता है ब्रो? थ्री वो 8.5. अच्छा. Okay, Tesla failed hard, man. But I guess we are now entering made this thing. क्यों कर रहे हो यार माइक्रोफोन के पास ये? Okay, I recovered and now aiming for 311. I was there in the second half of the trade, not in the first half. First half was the cleaner one. I'm seeing rejection a second time. Two rejections below 311. Not a good sign. Or wait, I'll bring my SL higher. Below 310 at, it's too tight. No need to lose. Let's put the SL a bit below 310. SL was triggered and I think we can wrap up today's trading session. I'll make a quick video at the end of today's day. Conclusionary video. Today's mistake was dropping a very good entry at 305. I did not take this entry simply because I thought it was not part of the plan. My brother took because this is where I was planning on getting out at 306. And the market showed really good performance at 306. I did not want to carry on the second push because it can go anywhere from 310 to 308.5. That is big area for me. I cannot cover all of it. So I decided not to continue this push. We got 3 big rejection wicks, which was a telltale that the stock is going to fail. Actually, it wasn't the plan to buy at 306. We expected it to be choppy and we expected a rally off of 306. So, but I think I was more focused on the 309 area. And when it did end up coming back to 309, I got scared. It is still holding off 309, which is important. And it still has the potential to go higher until it breaks 309 and continues to go below 309. The stock has the potential to rally higher today. But we will be wrapping it up. This will be it for today. Our 45 minutes are over. We do not trade beyond that.